Okay, so today we're going to make a candy bouquet. You need a small vase, because I'm making a small one. You can do this with the big one also. I'm going to use some toothpicks, tape, scissors of course, no hot glue this time, and candy. You can use whatever kind of candy you want. As you can see, I'm partial to Reese's. Plus, the Reese's were 99 cents with the $1 off of 5 coupon at CVS. So I got those. And then I got Kit Kats just for a little bit of color variety. The first thing you want to do is design the way you want your bouquet to look. For instance, you can take, like I'm using this little bitty vase. You could actually wrap a ribbon or wrap various ribbons here below and never have to put any candy into the bottom of the vase. Or you can open up candy and stuff candy down in here to give a nice little decoration. Or you could wrap ribbon around on the inside of the vase. So it's totally up to you. This is your time to be creative and design it the way you want to do it. We're going to use a wacky noodle. And the reason why I'm using a wacky noodle is because foam can be expensive at the craft store. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut out a nice sized piece of wacky noodle, possibly even 2. Since although it is short, my little vase is kind of deep. So I'll just get a piece of wacky noodle to sit in there. And that's what my toothpicks are going to stick into. And I'm also going to use some tissue paper for decoration. So I'm going to go ahead and get my design planned out, and we'll pick up from there. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I kind of have an idea in my head of how I want my candy and everything to look. I should have opened it before I came back, but I wanted to show you guys this. I'm going to stick my wacky noodle into my vase, and I'm just going to take the marker like that, just to kind of show me where the lip is, and make a mark. Then I know where to cut. So I'll go ahead and get this cut. And it's kind of crooked, but that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and get this cut and get my candy out, and you can watch me put it together. Okay, so like I told you, I'm going to bring in my tissue paper. I have some white here also, but I think the red and the yellow might be fine. So I'm actually going to just take 2 big full sheets of tissue paper, layer them the color the way you want it. See, and I told you my sponge was going to be crooked. I'm all for imperfection. So I'll just turn it down to where the crooked side is down. Look. And look how fancy it makes it look. Like I did it on purpose. Can you see that? Okay, great. Alright, so we've got that in there, and that's all pretty. So how are we going to get the candy to stand up? Yay! This is the fun part. Okay. These are our candies, and I just want to eat them, but I'm not going to eat them until I cut the camera off. So this is what we're going to do. We're just going to take a toothpick, and if you were doing a tall vase, you would use like chopsticks or bamboo sticks or something like that. And I just didn't feel like going shopping for that, and I'm going to give this away. So there's really no point in me going and spending any extra cash, because I'm pretty cheap and I don't want to do that. Okay, I broke that piece of tape off too much, but see, easy fix. And you'll just take and stick. Now I have my Kit Kat on a stick. And I'll just sit it, like for instance right there. And that's how I'm going to do the whole bouquet. It's going to be just random Kit Kats and Reese's galore. And I hate that I'm giving this away, because I kind of picked some of my favorite candy. Some. If you have a really big piece of candy, like if you're worried about the Reese's, like this Reese's is big. So don't worry about that. All you have to do, I'll sit that tape there, is use 2 toothpicks or 2 bamboo sticks, whatever you're using, instead of using the 1 for reinforcements. So voila. If you want it to be taller, of course you're going to bring the sticks down more. shorter, vice versa. But you'll just stick it into the styrofoam to make it stand up. And it's really that easy. If you want to give this a little height, even though it's a really short piece, what I would suggest you do is cut another piece of the noodle out, hot glue it to that piece of the noodle, and just do maybe like half of the noodle. You know what? I think I'll do that just so I can show it to you. I'll be right back. Let me get the noodle ready. Okay, so I've already taken out the Kit Kat. And now I'm going to take out the Reese's. And I'm going to just set it to the side. I cut that foam, again, very crooked, but that's how I roll. So, all I'm going to do now is open this up. And see how you can see the wacky noodle in there? I'm just going to hot glue this little piece of wacky noodle onto that piece of wacky noodle. And I'm using what I call my ugly glue sticks. These are the glue sticks that I never use for anything. Because I don't like all that glittery stuff. But, so, here we go. Hot gluing it in. I'm going to just hold it there for a second or two. Let it dry. Then I'll go back to sticking these in. Like for instance, here. See how I gave it a little bit of height? Yay me. So, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and get a bunch of these taped and stuck in, and then I'll show you the finished product. Okay, so I'm all done. This is actually going to be a really small basket. And I get to keep all the rest of the candy. Like I said, CVS had the candy on sale for 99 cents this week. The tissue paper I actually got a long time ago for free at some Walgreens sale. I also got, well, toothpicks. You know, hey, toothpicks aren't expensive. You can get those at a dollar store. And speaking of dollar stores, if you go to Dollar General, I can never remember, is it Dollar General or General Dollar? But either way, whatever it is in your area, you can go there and get those wacky noodles for only 10 cents right now because the season is changing. And if they don't have them at your store, then run over to CVS, because although they're marked 75 cents, they're actually on sale 31 cents. So you can get those on clearance. So 31 cents for a wacky noodle. And you can use it over and over and over again for different projects, because that's what I do. But this is it. Voila. And look how cute that is at the bottom. Like I said, if you're doing something different, you can like put candy down here. These candies don't really work very well down here because it doesn't leave very much room for the wacky noodle, and the candies fall all over, and it just doesn't look neat and clean. But this way you've got a nice, neat, clean look here, and your beautiful candy at the top. So somebody is going to love this. I don't know if it's going to be a random trick-or-treater or if it will be somebody from the football team, but somebody's going to love it. Please subscribe, rate, make me your friend. I don't care. I use Google Plus, so I'll be adding that soon. And also, of course, visit Timonastips.com for more tips on pretty much anything.